Hello, this is Francisco Cribari. Let me first apologize about my voice. I have a cold right now, so my voice is terrible, but I hope you'll be able to understand me. I've been publishing videos on KDE Plasma, and now, as you can see, I'm using a Gnome desktop. So let me explain what happened. I wanted to buy a laptop preloaded with Linux, so my first choice was the Spitfire laptop produced by Station X, and I was gonna buy it with Manjaro KDE, but they don't ship to the US, and I needed to receive my laptop in the US. I even contacted them, but they never replied to my message. Then, I considered buying the KDE Slimbook 2nd edition, which comes preloaded with KDE Neon. But if you choose to have a US keyboard on the laptop, it will only that choice delays production by 1 month, and that's not acceptable. Then I took a look at System 76, and then I bought a laptop from them. It comes preloaded with Pop OS, which is their rendering of Ubuntu 17.10, plus Gnome, plus some theming that they do, which I like a lot, and so here I am. So that's I like the colors, I like the theming. So here I am running Gnome. So let's see if I can adapt to Gnome after running KDE Plasma for a long time, and also if I can get used to Ubuntu after running Arch Linux and Manjaro Linux, which is based on Arch, for a fairly long time. And let me give you my first impressions about Ubuntu plus Gnome and so on. I'm now using snaps and flatpaks. I was not using snaps and flatpaks under Arch Linux, mostly because everything that I wanted to install was available either in the official repositories or in the Arch user repository, the AUR. But now I'm having to use flatpaks and snaps. For instance, initially I thought that everything would work just fine with snaps and flatpaks, but much to my surprise, there are some rough edges. For instance, suppose that I want to, this is Wavebox, which I installed as a snap. That's the program that I use to read the email messages. Suppose that I want to print this email message here. I come here, or I click on print all, and that's what happens. It only gives me the choice to print to a file. It doesn't recognize the printers that I have installed on my system, and that did not happen when I was running Arch and Manjaro, and I would install Wavebox from the Arch user repository. So there are still some rough edges with snaps and flatpaks, I believe. Second, using Gnome is rather limiting sometimes. For instance, under KDE Plasma, it's very easy to define a keyboard shortcut to suspend the notebook to RAM. And in all my machines, I define that to be Super plus Shift plus S. That's triple S. And then when I press Super plus Shift plus S simultaneously, the laptop suspends to run, which is quite nice because I almost never shut down my machines. I just suspend them to RAM, and it's not very easy to do that here under Gnome. It's not probably there is some hard way of doing that, but there is no easy way, it seems, to define a keyboard shortcut to suspend the laptop to RAM. Also, I have to click here and then click here to suspend to RAM. And also, auto start. And under KDE Plasma, you can auto start applications or anything else that you want, a script or whatever. And here I can only auto start applications that are available in the Gnome menu, which is rather limiting as well. And then I said to myself, okay, I know how Gnome works. It's their way or the highway. You have to use Gnome as it's intended to be used. So I'm gonna try to use Gnome without any extensions at all. But I failed miserably. I'm using 3 extensions at the moment. I'm trying to minimize the number of extensions that I'm using. I'm using Caffeine here, and I'm using Top Icon Plus, which is a must, and Dash to Dock. So those are the 3 only extensions that I'm using at the moment, and I have no idea whether I'm gonna adapt to Ubuntu and whether I'll be able to adapt to Gnome, but I'll give it a try and I'll let you know what happened.